What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of my HLTV Fantasy. Today it's time for Flashpoint 3. So Flashpoint 3 is gonna be a double elimination bracket with 16 teams, all European teams, as it's the first European RMR event. I guess I'll go over the bracket first and see which teams I expect will do the best out of these ones. Start here, I guess. Vitality double pony. A double pony could certainly pull off an upset here. I think Vitality have been looking very. I don't want to say bad, but they haven't been looking good. Obviously, the man for man firepower should be higher on Vitality, but then again, double pony have actually been looking very good. They qualified over like Havu to this event, for example. Either way, I mean, one of them is going to get through, but I don't have high expectations for either of the team. Double Pony could pull off some upsets here, though. Then Astralis OG. OG beat Astralis earlier in, I think it was EPL. And back then, Astralis still had Device. Now they don't have Device. They're kind of in a bad situation, you could say, where their best player left them and they have to field Babski. Not anything against Babski, he's a great player, but they're certainly still looking to find their place in the meta game, and they probably are looking to buy some new players after this event, I would expect, or at least someone, and changing things up. Either way, I would say OG are looking better. They have been playing well. They had new additions of Flames and Nico, really impressive in my eyes, and I expect them to do very well in this event, I'm not gonna lie. I think they're gonna beat Astralis, and I do think they're gonna beat whoever comes on top out of these two as well. So I definitely expect them to make it to the upper semis at least. Then Big and Complexity. Big have looked decent, if I'm not mistaken, lately, and Complexity as well. I guess I should kind of check. Big and Complexity have actually been decent lately. Big had, they lost, but they lost to like Heroic. They're losing to Vital. The biggest been worse than I remembered. It was Funspark Ulti that they won. Exactly. That's why I was thinking that they've been a bit better, but after that they haven't done that well. Losing to Mouse isn't good. Losing to FPX isn't that good. Losing to Vitality is definitely not good. But yeah, bit of a rough patch again. Like they hit one earlier before, like EPL was a disaster for them. But then winning Funspark Ulti, I thought they would be better, but I haven't really kept up with these results. Maybe Big is doing worse than I thought. Then Complexity. Their Complexity are looking okay. They made it through the Flashpoint closed qualies, losing to Mouse in the end, but that doesn't really matter. It's just a seeding game. They didn't do that great in Funspark Ulti or DreamHack Spring, but then again, I mean, losing to Astralis is not that good right now. Neither to Furia, so I mean, both of these teams are also struggling. Then Fnatic and Mouse Sports, both of them haven't, like Mouse have kind of found some good footing. Mouse are looking better than I probably expected them to. They finished first in this closed qualifier. DreamHack Master Spring, they beat FaZe, which is a good result for them. Losing to G2 and Navi isn't that bad. Both of these teams are still good teams. And making it close against Navi is good. So Mouse kind of doing better than they have in a while, I would say. Fnatic had struggles in it's a while since Fnatic played. They're going to be playing later today in Spring Sweet Spring. But kind of a wild card, I guess. They haven't, like Fnatic haven't played in a while, so it's tough to say how well they'll play here. So out of this side of the bracket, as an OG fan, like I do support OG whenever they play. It's kind of nice to say that I think OG are actually the favorite on this side of the bracket, and I would expect them to get to at least to the upper finals. They There are some stepping stones, of course. Like Astralis can always just beat them, as can these teams. As can look, online CS, any team can beat anyone. But if I had to pick one team out of this side of the bracket to go all the way, it would be OG right now. I think they're very nicely positioned in this tournament. But then the other side, Heroic is the biggest favorite in the entire event. You have to expect that they will do well here as well. Like if you go and check Heroic's recent results, they just don't lose against anyone except for Gambit once here. Like how long ago did they last lose against someone who's not Gambit? They lost to Spirit 2-0 in Katowice in February. Apart from that, they are just winning, unless it's Gambit. And even against Gambit, they have won, so it's not like they always lose against Gambit. You have to expect that they're gonna get through to the upper finals, right? They should beat Sprout. They should beat whoever comes out on top out of these two. Then the question becomes, like, on this side is like Nip. Because Nip is a wild card because they have freaking Device now. Like, it's tough to say how well he will make Nip play in total. Like, I think there's no question with the playstyle of Device that he's gonna play well. I really don't expect him to play badly. But the question is, how high is the ceiling for NIP in total? Like, people like ZDR, Hampus, Plopsky, Rez, all of these. We know Rez and Plopsky, I think, are good players. Hampus has been very decent. ZDR still very young. Obviously, he's IGLing some of the maps. We'll have to see how well he fits into this entire thing. But I'm a bit optimistic, at least. Let's go through the other teams. I don't think Sprout is gonna do too well. They've been like inconsistent in the tier 2 as well. G2 and FaZe, interesting matchup, of course, with Nico coming from FaZe to G2. I think G2 is the favorite. FaZe have not been that great lately. They've been kind of losing to weird opposition like Mouse here. They lost to VP, yeah. 2-0'd by OG, the first official. Oh no, wait, this isn't that match. No, this was the Katowice, right? FaZe won there. But they got, like, OG got revenge on FaZe in the IM summer closed qualifiers. I don't know. I just am not that convinced by FaZe. So I think G2 is going to make it here. I think they're going to lose to Heroic, though. But they could make a lower bracket run, 100%. Nip, Anonymo. You would expect Nip to win. Anonymo is just not that high a caliber of team. There are some good players there, like Snacks. Definitely K also apparently putting up some good stats here, but I think Nip is just playing at a different level. FPX and X North. Like, FPX certainly has great upset potential. In like any match they play, I think they've shown like time and time again when they play against like tier 1 opposition, they certainly can pull off those upsets. They have the firepower to do that. Just a matter of, do they show up on the server or not? X North, I don't even, like, who's even playing on X North? I'm expecting it's gonna be like AZ and those guys, right? What is Hyenas? Is this like the same as X North? I mean, there's mostly North players. Also Borup, and like I expect that's gonna be X North. Either way, I don't think they're gonna do too well here. I think they're gonna lose here, and I even think Anonymo is probably favored if this ends up being the lower bracket match they play. I think Anonymo is a decent enough team. So on this side of the bracket, I am just gonna pick Heroic. At least on my main account. Maybe on my secondary account it's gonna be like G2 or Nip. Either way, I just can't not pick Heroic because I think they have absolutely got the fundamentals to take down the entire event. So here we go. Kind of expected that heroic players are going to be more expensive now, because they are all just putting up stats, and I've been kind of always surprised by how cheap they are, and they've been like, Shush has been like around 200 grand. Everyone's been around 200 grand, no one's been over 210. This time around everyone's over 210, which I think is just deserved. SS, I think, is the number one player I would like to pick out of these guys most of the time. He's just a very, very decent player. Not much else to say about him. Cadian is a good pick because he's great AWPer. But we'll see if we can afford him. Maybe we switch into a different one. The second team I was looking, I think I'm gonna go with OG on the upper side of the bracket, because I do expect them to do better. Bit of a problem is that these guys are super expensive, like very expensive for this one, because these guys already take up a lot of my budget. I do have to pick like an HLTV or Nico at least. I think Nico is more likely to put up better stats. And I don't think I can even pick up, like, can I even pick up a Flames or Mantu? Or if I pick Flamesy, I have only 166 grand, and I can only get like a golden. Golden is not the worst pick. I think Golden, like, the problem is with Fnatic is that I don't know how well they will play. It's very much a wild card. Then again, he's very cheap, and I can actually get Valde instead of Flamesy here if I pick Golden. So this is not a bad looking team. Thing is, I think Fnatic have a decent chance at beating Mouse, even though Mouse has been looking pretty good. Then I do think they have a decent chance against one of these two as well. It really comes down to how well practiced Fnatic are, because they have been on kind of a break. I'll take a look at some different options. So if you don't go Cadian, you go Shush, and then you go Flamesy, who can you afford? Is it still only Golden? No, there's Emmy from FPX as well, but I don't think I want to pick Emmy. Damn it. Heroic players are so expensive this time around. But I can't bring myself to not pick them. I think I'm gonna go with the Golden line, to be honest. Golden and Valde. I just get 4 extremely good players in my eyes, and then Golden, who, look, I can expect him to do a 1.0 kind of a performance at least. Sorry, I think that's something I can do. And he has a pretty high headshot percentage, so I can just put the headshot roll on him. What are the other roles? I guess multi-kill Valde, Cadian main op, Tesses IGL, and then Nico support. Probably support. But yeah, I do think this is gonna be my team this time around. Main op, Cadian, multifragger, headshot machine, support, IGL. I am pretty happy with this one. I do think this is pretty good. Like, I expect, like, I don't have any doubts about Heroic. I think they're gonna do very well. OG, there's always choking potential, but they are looking better than they have pretty much ever. And this side of bracket is not very difficult in my eyes, so I'm gonna gamble on them. First round of matches, I'll put the first boosters on. Let's close all of these. Open up the match pages. We can go to stats here, pistol round. I'm not gonna check those stats now. I'm gonna do that later. So Highest grenade damage, I think it's gonna be Cadian, right? He has pretty nice 6.1. Oh, Valda 6.6 grenade damage. I'll throw that on him eventually. They're playing Astralis. I'm guessing they're gonna go to Inferno. So I'm gonna throw Kobe Valde. That assists. Yeah, I remember that being a high one. Golden has a pretty nice assists percentage. We're gonna put assist on Golden because I mean you wanna put this kind of booster on a player who you don't think is gonna be like the star player on the team. Top of scorecard is gonna go on Valde eventually. Maybe you put actually top of scorecard Valde right now. Probably makes more sense. Katie and Clutch. I think that can be actually against Sprout. Maybe you don't put it in like you want to put Clutch on a game that's more tight. This is with highest headshot percentage, probably eventually him or Golden. Maybe this is actually the headshot percentage round, the round where you should put it on him. Valde has insane KASD. We're gonna put that on him in one of the rounds. Maybe in second round. I think second round could be easier than Astralis, to be honest. Entry. No real entry guys for bait. What about Avengers? I guess you can put like Avenger on someone, like Nico. I'm gonna put Avenger on Nico now. That's a fair. He's not gonna entry too much, I don't think. He's gonna get to some trade frags, hopefully 5 or more in one of the maps. But yeah. Oh no, wait, Cadian. That's a tough one. I'm gonna take a gamble. I'm gonna put 30 bomb on Cadian. I mean, you need to use 30 bomb eventually, right? So I think this is a fair position to put it. I think against Sprout. Problem is like that anyone on Heroic can be the 30 bomb. Like, maybe the 30 bomb should be reserved to like Valde. Okay, let's do that. Let's do that instead. I'll put bait on Cadian. But he doesn't, not gonna die that much to Sprout. This is a very hard, maybe Ace. Or best pistol. I'm gonna put Ace on Cadian. Bit of a gamble, but I think it could pay off. Let's see a Cadian Ace. I think I'm gonna get to use all the boosters either way, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think that's it for this episode. And this team, I will have my second team as always in the description down below, as well as a link to this fantasy so you can make your own lineup. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.